And it's 9:32. We're right on time.
Woohoo!
All right, Penny, we're live. So
Yay!
Welcome to Memory Bound. Welcome to our studio here at Memory Bound, back in our classroom. And Rebecca, a big hello to you because you're the first name that has showed up on our watchers list. So hello, Rebecca, and Sandy's here now, and so is Penny.
Good
So is
morning,
Penny.
good morning.
So we have something really special this morning. It's the envelope flap card, and Val came across this technique, and she made us all kinds of fun samples. And then she worked with Penny. Val has a full-time job, so she can't be here during the day for our videos, but we're really lucky because Penny volunteered to do our Val thing, to be
Yep.
Val for us today.
I'll be the voice of Val.
That's right. That is so true.
Yes.
So it's the envelope flap card. I think you're going to love it. She made one for my dad's birthday a couple weeks ago, so that was really, really fun. And Val has made us lots of samples, and Penny has got them ready to go to show us how to make it. So we're pretty excited about that, and I'm glad you're all joining us. Boy, yesterday there was a bit of trouble on Facebook.
With a capital T.
Yeah, boy, I'll tell you, someone was really scrambling there. They had to have had some technical people that were got calls in the middle of the night or whatever to get that fixed. But it's all fixed and it's working today, which is perfect for us, Penny, I would say.
Yes.
So before we show you the envelope flap card, we are going to show you what's come into Memory Bound, because I know a lot of you are long distance. You can't come in yourself in person, and it's fun to see what we have. And so let's hop over here, Penny. Hey guys, here's a sneak peek of what's coming in a week.
Next week?
Next week, it's the Distress Brackets, the March Madness Distress Brackets. So that's going to be really fun. That was just a really quick peek. Now, before we show you what came in, let's show you Chris's cards from yesterday. She showed us how to make 6 Easter cards with this paper from Cartabella, the Here Comes Easter collection. And her cards, we took pictures, so we'll get them all posted up on the blog. But you can go out and watch yesterday's video if you want to see how to make these. And Penny, what I think the cool thing about these is that they are A7 cards, which means they're 5 by 7, so they're a little bit bigger. They make a statement. And
and aren't there inserts also?
Yes. Oh, I didn't even bring those. Penny's going to grab
one.
Janet made us inserts for these cards. And you know, we don't show 5 by 7 cards real often here at Memory Bound. Diana always makes 5 by 7s, and her cards always make a statement because they are larger, and it's still the same postage and everything. So it's a good time to give a shout out and try a little bit bigger card, the A7, which is 5 by 7. And there's Diana right there. I just talked about your cards.
Oh, yeah.
And
always 5 by 7.
She always does 5 by 7. And Diana, when is the ATC thing happening?
Around the 20th, if I get all my stuff done.
Okay, so later this month, Diana will be back with ATC cards, and you guys are going to love that too. So here are the inserts that Janet designed for us. They even have cute little icons on them. So if you were looking to make some Easter cards, this is a great option. And if you don't have A7 card bases, just cut your paper 10 by 7, score it at 5, and fold it in half, and you've got an A7 card base. Okay, Penny, let's show what came in from Canvas Core. We're going to save Sizzix for last because the March release from Sizzix is here.
Okay.
So back in stock is the little canvas fringe, which is really just a yard of canvas fabric that's kind of torn, and it'd be fun to ink and stamp on and do some fun things with. And then these little bags are the coffee gift card bags that Katie stamped and made for our Starbucks gift card winners during Craft a Latte. So we have those, and they're $25 per pack, and I think they're maybe around $3.
$3.29.
Oh, $3.29. Pretty good guess. Okay, and then this is new. This is the Traveler's Journal, and it's painted doors. So
Arch textures.
Yep,
That's
it's
weird.
It's from Seven Gypsies, and it is a journal, and it's traveler's size, and I love those doors on the cover.
That's cool.
And then we got back in stock the composition book. And doesn't that look neat with the stained pages? So this would be good to do your journaling, maybe make an art book. I know somebody was using this for a guest book for a graduation.
Oh, fun.
So depending on your style. And then the Spiral book is another beautiful, beautiful book from Seven Gypsies. And it again has
Ooh, it's
the
got the
stained
little
pages. And it's got a little pocket. I don't know how they thought to put that in there. But it's got lots of pages. And these are going to be under miscellaneous albums in our album category. And how much is that one, Penny?
That one is $21.99.
$21.99, not bad. And you've got a pretty big spiral ring on that, so if you add some photos and things, you've got a lot of room for that to expand.
Yeah. 80 pages. That's what I was looking for. 80 pages.
And then we've got in I always like to show the die cuts that come in, and we got quite a group of die cuts. Grandparents, these are all in their themes. So if you go to memorybound.com and go to shopping, and then go to themes, and what does that say? Woof, tail wagger, good dog. A nice border, and it could be cut apart too if you wanted to.
Oh yeah.
Then we have skiing. A lot of people might be going skiing for spring break. Oh, I don't know where this basket went. Okay, and hunting with Dad. And then here's another little puppy one with the paw prints. Or if you happen to be a school where your team is, like the Bulldogs or something, that would work well for that. And this, oh my gosh, Penny, this would be so great for a layout. These are big. Those are really big. And we had a basket of those. Oh, I see it. I think it's down there. And then we have Happy Birthday. Let's see if this fits on a 5x7 card. If you were making a card, and it would fit on a 5x7 card, because it fits right here on Chris's cards. So wouldn't that be a fun birthday card? And that's really all you need. I put a few little Posca pen marks or some enamel dots, and that would do the front of your card very easily. You could put it on a stripe or a little dot, and those are probably about $3.99 or something like that.
All right, Wisconsin Dells.
Love that place. Got Little Sister.
Little Sister.
And we do have Big Sister and Little Brother and Big Brother. And we have Gamer. Penny, this is a perfect view right here. And then we have Football. And Family.
Put it together, you got football family.
And there are football families. And then we have the Dance Teams.
Oh, I want this one.
Yeah, the little rubber ducks are so cute. My daughter-in-law loves rubber ducks. And then we have At the Lake, which is that time's coming soon, everybody here in Iowa. And then Africa. This one's been out for quite a while, but there's Africa. And we got our water balloon fight.
Oh, and it's almost time for this too.
And the Pella Tulip Festival.
Oh my gosh, it's right around the corner.
These die cuts are extremely popular, aren't they, Penny?
Yes.
And so you can find them in just about every theme that we have.
Yep.
Okay, so now the Sizzix March release is here, and one thing I'm very excited about is the new papers. And there's two sizes of papers, and these are like cardstock, but if I zoom in, you can see they have a lighter color inside. So they are made for tearing and sanding. So if you emboss this, and we're going to need to do this, and then sand it, then you're going to get that top color is going to come off, and your under color, your inside color will show.
I like that.
And
4 1/8 by 5 7/8.
Okay, so perfect card front.
Yeah.
And it's how many sheets, Penny? We're seeing this for the first time. 40
sheets.
So 40 sheets, and $12.99 for that.
This is the Jewel collection. 40 pack, 10 colors, 4 sheets per color. There you go. Nitty-gritty details.
Love it. And then there is the bigger size also, and this is 8 1/4 by 11 3/4. So it's not quite 8 1/2, but it's bigger than 11. It's little different size. And looks like you get 40 sheets again, and this is $19.99. Here's a sample right there where they have embossed it, and then they sand off the top.
Oh.
And isn't that a nice look?
I like
We have not
that.
had cardstock like this for a long time, and it's just a great way to make a card front when you take it and you sand off that little top color, and then you're left with a little bit lighter piece on the top. Or if you tear it, which you can see right here, if you tear it, your underside or your inside shows.
It's not white.
No, it's not white. It's just a lighter color.
I like that.
I'm so excited. We had this a long time ago from another vendor. And what I also love is that they now have sanding blocks. So to get this effect, Sizzix came out with a sanding block. And we didn't
look here.
We just happened to have them. We opened them so you could see them.
You get 2.
You get 2 per pack.
I love this size. It fits in your hand nice. You've got nice control.
Well, and we
It's
used
the
to be able to
sponge.
get these from another vendor, and we can no longer get them. And they're only $7.99. And are they the same grit? I think they have different grits. Or is it the same grit on every side?
I think it's the same.
Okay, same
Grit.
grit. So it's made to perfectly sand your sandable paper, your sandable cardstock that just came out. So $7.99, that's a pretty good price too.
It is. It is.
Now, because they have
Those
the
are mine.
sandable paper, they have the sanding blocks, we have dies that are perfect to use these on.
Oh, do you think they sanded?
They did.
Ah!
So these are new from Stacy Parks. They have a new designer. Her name's Stacy Parks, or Stacy Park. I apologize for that. And Penny, if you flip that over, these are her first release. You can just cut the dies if you want to,
Pattern.
or if you
separate.
add that little extra little piece with the little 3 dots or 3 images. If you add that, that's going to emboss. So you can cut, or you can cut and emboss.
So the biggest one is a cut, and then it's emboss, and then it's cut, emboss,
Exactly.
cut, emboss, cut, emboss.
So you can
You get-
emboss, and then you can use that sandable paper, and then you can sand it, and then you've got your image. So I'm so excited about this. And there are a couple other dies that she released that have the same property.
That's
And
called
what is that
Doris
called?
Dotted Top Note.
Doris Dotted Top Note. Okay. I think she might have named these after her friends.
This one is the Belinda Stitched Hexagons.
So it's got the little stitch lines.
Yep. Double stitched. And they stack. She's just showing.
Yeah, you can make frames if you
Yeah.
cut 2
Yep.
different sizes out at once.
And then there's the ovals called Claire Classic Ovals.
And these are very large.
I like
And they're very thin. Okay, these are bunny ears. So you could easily make bunny ears
Oh.
with these. You could make a bunny with this one, Penny. Because you know, some ovals are a little more round and some are
Yeah.
more narrow, and these look like they're more narrow.
So this is 5/8 of an inch by 2 inches. So that's the smallest one.
So flip that. I want to see the front of that one again. See, you could have your bunny head here and then your little ears.
And here's the football.
Yeah. So, yeah, so that's a good one. I think that will be very versatile. And then here's the rectangle, which is called.
Renee Deco Rectangles.
So again, you can just cut your rectangles, and you could cut frames. We had a customer yesterday looking for frames yesterday, and this would be a great item to use for that. You could put 2 together.
Smallest size is 1/2 inch by 2 3/8 inch. Largest is 4 1/4 by 6 1/8.
And Janet just put a link to all of those so you could see them. And so these will work on just about every machine.
I want to go home and sand something now.
I know. Well, we're going to have to. We're going to have to.
Those are so cool.
One thing that we do want to figure out for everyone is if you're going to use these, they do suggest that you use the emboss and transfer set. And we do have that here.
Would that be this?
I think it would be, Penny. We're right here. So I think this is what allows the die to do your embossing. And like I said, we are going to have to get this figured out and show you. These just came in yesterday afternoon.
So this is silicone rubber?
And it's got the impression pad. Or you can just get the silicone rubber also. We have both available if you just want the silicone rubber.
So what if you've already, way back in the day, bought a silicone
I
rubber?
would just use what you have. Use what you have, guys.
Okay.
So that is
And
new.
is this just a regular plate then, like?
I think it might be a little different, but I honestly can't tell you
Okay.
until we use it a little bit.
All right.
But we did get in more of the silicone rubbers also.
Oh, looky
So,
here. We have the
There it is. We
silicone
just happen
rubbers.
to have it. And then, okay, this is pretty exciting. We have been waiting and waiting and waiting for the first vault release from Tim Holtz. These 2 items are back in stock. The rosette which has got the rosette and the star and the little heart, and then the little, I'm going to call them medallions.
Yep, good word.
And then also that is called rosette. The other
It
one
is called vault rosettes.
What is the other one called with the little bag?
It is called vault pillow box and bag.
So the vault pillow box and rosette are back in stock, and I know a lot of you were on the list that you were waiting for that, and we gave you a call last night or this morning, so hopefully you can get those picked up. And the rest of the vault items are probably at least a couple months out, so they're still going to be a while.
Okay.
Oh, I love Dawn's comment, Penny. She says the downside of using what you have is trying to find it. And that's very
Amen,
true.
sister.
I think we can all agree with that for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's new from Sizzix.
Guilty as
Oh, we
charged.
got to show you the gotcha tool.
Gotcha.
So the one thing that I was pretty excited about also is the new tool from Sizzix called the Gotcha. And it's a magnetic craft stand. And it's only $19.99, and Penny's got one here. It's magnetic. I think it would be good for quilters also, don't you, Penny?
Oh, absolutely.
So it's a magnetic stand that either can stand up or it can lay flat. There's a little piece on the back. There's a little like leg on the back that can close up if you prefer to have it laying flat on your craft area. And when you're working with these little dies, you know how it is. Everybody knows. Oh, Penny just picked up the whole pile.
Oh my gosh. That is truly amazing.
So I could see if you were a quilter and you had pins, or if you're trying to pick up pins from your carpet, or if you
fun.
dropped your die on the floor, you could easily find it, or just keeping track when you're trying to, now that looks like a big pile there, but if you're making something that has a lot of little die pieces.
But that's really nice because there's enough magnetic force that you can have 1, 2, 3, 4 dies.
And I picked up our bell with it, last night, you guys, so it will pick up our bell also. It's pretty strong. And I think the cool thing is it's a great price point at $19.99 and something to put on your craft table. It folds up flat, so it's small.
And travelable.
The surface is about 4 by 4, and I was really excited when I saw this new tool from Sizzix. So thank you, Sizzix. It's wonderful.
Yes.
We love it. If you have questions about it, let us know, and we'd be glad to answer that. Julie says, we finally came up with a solution for the little dies.
Yeah.
I think we all have that time when we set down a die or you're cutting
Oh,
something.
yes.
You know, Penny, I lose my trimmer
I know,
on my
right?
desk, let alone losing
Or my piece
my
of paper.
dies. So that
Oh,
is
yeah.
called the Gotcha Magnetic Craft Stand, and Janet put a link to that so you can find it if you want to get one. They're $19.99, and people are loving it, and I love it too.
Oh, what's not to
And
love?
the standing blocks, I'm so excited because
Yep, those are mine. Magnetic holders mine.
Penny's got a list. And the thing about these is they're nice to hold in your hands, especially if you have arthritis or something going on with your hands. These are nice and big. Okay, well, Penny, that's a lot of good stuff.
I know.
Diane says she's still looking for a leaf.
A leaf?
Well, Diane, if you get this, maybe you can wand it over your work area and find it, or on your floor, and see if you can find what you're looking for.
And I saw a hack. I
What
saw
was
a
that?
vacuum hack.
What was that?
You put like a hose, like pantyhose, like a
Oh,
knee high
yeah.
or something on the end of it, and turn your vacuum on and just go over, because it'll suck it up to the hose, but it won't go in the hose.
Oh, all right. Good to know. That's
Yeah.
a great tip for everybody.
Because sometimes it falls down and you can't find it. It's underneath.
And Shannon talks about how a small little word die is perfect on there, and I totally agree. I think it's hilarious that Diane's still looking for a leaf. Okay, and then I also want to let you guys know what's going on in the back right now. Let's just go over there real quick, Penny, over here.
Oh, yes.
All right, just real quick, and then we're going to
Yes.
get to our envelope cards, our envelope flap cards that Val designed for us. But we just received a truck. We just got some freight in from a truck, and it's a pallet full. And we just want to show you real quick what Diane's doing back here in the receiving area. Well, this is the 49 and Market Kaleidoscope and the charcoal. So it's here, and we're so excited. A lot of you have been asking about that. Oh, and Diane's even started it. There's the solids, and there's the charcoal. So we need time to get it checked in.
14 boxes.
But you guys, Diane is a fast checker inner.
She is. She's experienced.
She's a checker inner. So, all right. So Donna says yippee, and you're so right. So we're pretty excited that that came as quickly as it did. Sometimes the larger orders, when they come freight, they take a little longer, but that got here in just a couple days. All right, we're ready to make cards, Penny.
Okay. Let's do another fun fold.
This is the rack. This is the display that we totally moved yesterday and then moved back. So thank you, Chris. All right. The kaleidoscope and the charcoal are online, but they look like they're sold out, and they are not sold out. They haven't even made it to the shelf yet. But if you wanted to get a look at it, you could take a look at it and see. Okay, Penny, tell us what we got going on today.
Well, it's just another fancy fun fold flap that's super easy because we're going to break it down to the nitty gritty. Thank you, Val, for doing all of these examples
we got lots
for
of samples
us.
to show you. Val
And
went crazy.
I hope that I do it justice for you. So hang on, you're in for a ride.
Let's go for a ride, Penny.
Yep. And one thing I want to point out is that she did a horizontal and a vertical example for each line that she used. And I tried to
how
position
nice
them that
of-
way. Now, there are some that could go either way, like this first example I'm going to show you. This is an example using the Simple Vintage Love Story. And so the envelope flap, that you want to call it, is tucked underneath something
Okay.
that's popped up. All right, so there's the envelope flap.
Why it's called the envelope flap card.
And then it opens up so that you could write almost like a letter.
Oh, that is very clever.
Because I never have enough room on one side of a card. So,
You could put a photo in there too, Penny.
oh yeah.
I used to,
And
when
then
my
it's-
kids were little, sent photos to the grandmas all the time.
And then it's on what we call the base. And the base is just a piece of paper. But it gives that look of a double matted or a matted card. But then it's got this nice little envelope flap that just tucks in. There we go.
So this is a sample she used using the Simple Vintage Love Story. And you might have some of that at home
In
already.
your stash.
Wait a minute.
Looks like.
Is that Love Story? That looks more like Spring Garden.
I thought that was Spring Garden.
Yeah, okay. All right. But you could do the same with other
Yeah,
collections.
looks like there's enamel dots used, and then she used pop dots to pop it up. And I'm guessing maybe pumice stone ink. She inked off the white edges around and the edges
It's
of
beautiful. You guys, Val's not here today because she has what we jokingly call a real job.
J-O-B.
J-O-B. And it is a real job. And she works full time, and then she comes in and works at Memory Bound on an evening or the weekend. But she's a great card maker.
Here's another example using some different colors, a big piece of ephemera that's not tacked down, and then the
Oh,
flap,
that's so clever.
and then you just raise it up, put your little flap down. And again, this could go either way because they're floral.
Right.
So if this one was kind of designed to go sideways, this would go long ways. So that's the Vintage Love Story. So then the Vintage Spring Garden examples over here in front of the collection kit. So the ticket page is tucked behind the piece of ephemera. So there's that. And then it just drops down. I think we have a defect. I did not
Or
open
it's
it. So
maybe
there's,
that one's a real envelope, and then you write your things on the back.
that's that direction.
And this is from the Spring Garden, which we keep reordering. I know we can't keep everything forever, but this is just so beautiful.
And so that just opens up. Some enamel dots, some glossy accents, some twine.
And I want to point out that, see that little piece that looks like a receipt with a bee on it? You'll see that right here in the ephemera pieces. The ephemera bits and pieces is what she used for these pieces on the front. And look at here. Can you understand why we want to keep ordering Spring Garden? It's so beautiful. We just can't help ourselves. And she even used enamel dots on that one.
Yep, and some pumice stone ink again. I think that was her go-to.
Pumice stone is nice. It goes with a lot of stuff.
Yeah. And glossy accents come in the little bottle. I know we've showed it several times lately with our card makes. And the big bottle. And then we also do have the Nuvo Jewel Drops that dries. This is
that,
the
what color
gray
is that?
mist, but it's translucent.
All right. I'm trying to catch up on notes.
Okay.
Or messages. Questions.
Questions, comments? So far, so good.
I think they love Val's cards. Carol, I hope you can visit us. We're right. Memory Bound's located in central Iowa, we're a suburb of Des Moines. And what's cool is that we are right off the I-80, I-30, what do you call
Corridor.
it? Corridor.
Yep.
Right where they cross. Okay, and Diane likes pumice stone too. Don't go away. We've got more samples to show, and Penny's going to make cards for us.
Yep. All right, so we've got the Echo Park Winter Magic with the polar bear and some stickers on top of the paper.
Oh,
There's the
cute
flap.
when you open it.
All right, and then
So the polar bear looks like it might have been a sticker that she powdered.
Yep. That's
to
what
make
I'm
it a die
guessing.
cut.
And then the trees and the paper. She ripped the paper
Oh yeah,
and
make
made
a
a
little
little
snow.
scene.
That's so cute. Val,
then-
I don't think Val's working because she's working at the medical office right now. But thank you, Val. If you come back and watch it, we just love these.
Some enamel dots and stickers, and then she popped the little snow angel. And then you open it up. Oh, is that on a? It's on a wobble.
Oh, it's on a wobble. We did not link wobbles to our calendar. And we have a question about size, and these are A2 size. So they're going to,
Yes,
the cards
right in
are
a regular-
4 1/4 by 5.5. So your regular
Yeah.
A2. And yes, they can be sent in a regular A2 envelope.
She also used the Echo Park Love Notes. And then she added a tag as her little stopper for her flap.
So you can do a tag, ephemera, a sticker.
Yep. And then she used a little junk bow up there that makes it super cute. Some stickers.
That's really cute.
And
oh my
then
gosh.
she did one the other direction. She used the car. And she made a little road. The cloud with some extra hearts. And then she opened it up this way. She put it on red background for her base.
So we've got white background, pink, red. Very cute. I think everyone's loving this. And Penny Bunny says you're doing a good job.
Oh, thanks, Bunny.
So
Grow with Love, Graphic 45. Her vertical one, she used in a piece of ephemera. She had some gems down in the flowers.
Oh, yeah, you can see the
Popped
gems.
the butterfly. Then the envelope flap opens up to your blank card. And then, again, she's inked the edges. What did we lose?
Well, the ephemera. We lost the ephemera from the Graphic 45 Grow with Love. We'll find
I bet
it.
it's over underneath the birthday bash.
The ephemera is, they're doing it different now. It's not the same. It used to be in the past, the Graphic 45 ephemera for the different collections were all pretty much the same. And this one is really nice.
Oh, it's really nice.
Because look at all the different shapes that you get in this. And there are rub-ons too. So this whole Grow with Love collection is beautiful and it is ready for spring, just like we are, Penny.
Yes, we are. I saw my robins this weekend.
Okay, so you're good then.
Yep, I'm good. So here's a watering can with some little gems. Popped up another butterfly, Friends of the Flowers and the Garden of Life. Tuck in the little envelope flap. That goes down in there. Oh,
We
stuck
used
to a
to
little-
we used to sing Friends or the Flowers in the Garden of Life when I taught first grade religious education. And I was very intimidated
Can't say
because
I
I'm a
know
terrible
that
singer.
song.
Oh, I'll sing it for you later, but not on
Okay.
camera.
No.
I was very intimidated, and then my friends like, "You can do it, Kelly." You know, these are first graders, so what are they, 6?
Yep.
And then I grew up and I was able to do it, but it's the only thing I can sing.
That's funny.
And Janet commented about Val's choices on her card papers, and I
Oh,
agree.
they're
They're very
gorgeous.
lovely. They're all beautiful.
And you will find that once you know what you're doing, you're just going to keep making them.
Because
And
they're
that's-
unique. We're always looking for a different style of card to make, and this is a
Yes.
great way. And it's interactive,
so much
and it's
fun.
kind of a wowzer. And Penny's going to do it for us.
Yes, I am.
So
Okay, we're gonna hold the screen on here so that while we're holding it there, you can take a screenshot of it if you want,
and we will also
Just
take a picture
saying.
of it.
and then we'll post it. All right.
We'll post everything on our blog eventually.
So the very first thing we're going to do is that we're going to cut the base. Now the base is what everything sits on top of.
So this is the base right here, this
Yep,
little piece,
this is the base, and it's 5.5 by 4 1/4. That A2
which makes
size.
sense. It's A2 size.
Okay, so that's what we build on, and you have to just. And what I did was I made a dummy card and I
A
labeled
dummy
them.
card,
A dummy one. So,
aka a prototype.
yep.
Okay.
So this was my base, and I labeled it, and then, so we're gonna do that
Okay. So
first.
we're going to make it out of this gold paper.
Yep. And this is the background of solids of the birthday bash.
All right. So we're going to work with Birthday Bash from Photoplay, and this collection has been wow. It's
I love
a
it.
nice masculine collection, and you don't see that very often. So we were pretty excited, and we've reordered it multiple times.
All right. So it is a 4 1/4 by a 5.5. So we are good to go. So there's our base. And then our card base.
Wait a minute. So so then you have another base.
Well, it's just called the card. I call it the card base because that's what I think of. So it is 5 1/4. So we're going to line it up here with 5 1/4 by 8.
5 1/4 by 8, and we're going to make this piece
Make
right
the
here.
rectangle piece. Not
Oh,
that.
just the rectangle.
Just
okay.
the rectangle piece. So there's our 8. All right. So that's our what we call the base. This is what we call the card, and then we're going to do the envelope flap.
We got to do the little flap.
The envelope flap
Oh my gosh.
is 3 3/4
It's a square. I thought you'd have to cut a triangle.
by 3 3/4.
That's tricky.
All right, so 3 3/4 by 3
So Penny just
3/4.
had cut these 3 pieces here, guys. She's got the base, the actual card, and then the little, it's going to be a pointy triangle, but it's actually
right.
a square.
So base, card, envelope flap. Okay? So what confused me was the envelope flap and how it works with the card. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch out the blade.
And this is the
For
Tim
the
Holtz Precision
scoring
Craft Trimmer. That's
blade.
$34.99. I think it's $34.99. Is it $35.99?
$34.99.
Same as the glue press then.
Yeah, I
So
think
the
that's right.
scoring blade is gray on this, and the cutting blade is black.
Okay. All right. So all I'm going to do is put my point in the groove, put my point in the groove, and then I'm going to score it.
And probably using a small piece, you probably could have kept both
I
blades.
could have, yes, but I wanted to do that. All right. So then we're going to fold that. Okay. And while I've got my scoring thing on there, I'm going to score this at 4 inches because it's half of 8. So we're going to score it 4. So then we're going to use our tape. And we're going to tape one side of the square. All right. So there's my triangle, and it's folded.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I had no idea that this is how this works.
So what makes it easy is if you just fold the card, fold the triangle, and I'm touching it on the non-sticky side.
Okay, so you're lining up the non-sticky side.
So I'm lining it all up, and I'm just going to fold it over and press it down. Open my
gosh.
flap. There's my card. So then all we have to do is put the card. So we're going to tape this panel, the one with the triangle.
And then it's not going to show. I'm like worried.
No.
How's that? I'm like, that's going to show. That's going to look bad, but it's not.
Well, and I thought an envelope flap card meant you just sent it in the mail. No, you still put it in an envelope.
Yeah.
Sorry, Val.
I suppose if you could seal it somehow, but
Yep.
Penny, thanks for showing your little prototypes here. I think that's really helpful.
All right.
And you've explained it very
So
well.
we taped it down, and then we have our flap. So then you would need something to hold that down. But this is where you'll notice that on all of her examples, the front of this panel is not white. It's like a color. So what she did was she took another piece of paper and she just covered this front panel. So this front panel would be 4 by 5 1/4. So since I have
Just like a normal
this,
A2 card
yep,
front.
and I can't use that scrap. All right, so 4.
We're going to swap our blade out, guys. Now, it's very easy on this trimmer, and I do want to make sure, because we had a couple people that had issues, you have to snap your blade in. That cutting blade, you really have to make sure it's snapped in, because we had people whose trimmers weren't cutting, and it happened to me too. And when I snapped it in, it just worked perfect.
4 by 5 1/4.
Don't you love it that you can cut from either side?
Yes.
Do you always cut from the bottom?
No.
No?
It depends on
Just
what
did
I'm
it
doing
today?
and what else is on the paper cutter.
Okay.
So you could put brown there if you wanted it all look the same, or you could put the pattern on it. I like the pattern, even though I use the pattern here. I probably should have done it the other way. So we'll do the brown.
So can't you also,
Use a
couldn't
complementary.
you cut that a little smaller too if you wanted
could.
the white to show also?
You could, absolutely. I'm just trying to replicate what you
Yeah, I
saw
think
in
it's
the other examples.
And then everyone can get crafty and creative with it.
So that, I think, makes a very...
So here's what we have, guys.
We'll do a dump.
Oh,
it's
it is
Wednesday.
All right, Penny is dumping the Birthday Bash ephemera from Photoplay. And like we said, this collection has been amazing. And on March 21st, Teresa's going to be making the Birthday Bash card kit here on our video. And we actually have a card kit that's got little extras in it. So if you wanted to do that with Teresa, it's got inserts and ribbon and enamel dots and envelopes. What are you going to use, Penny? Do you know?
No, I just thought I would dump it out first and then look at it, because I really haven't looked at it. Can I have some little pop dots, please? Thank you.
And the thing about their ephemera that's a little bit different is it comes in these sheets and you just punch it out, which kind of keeps it neater in a lot of ways.
It does.
So
All right.
are we on the fly today then?
We are on the fly.
Okay.
So, I like this one, the Celebrate.
Yeah.
I just like the colors. And so what we're going to do is that we're pausing for a commercial break.
All right. Let's pause for a commercial break. Chris is jogging
Thank you
over.
very much, Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
All right. The small pop dots. Okay, so we want this side to be open. So I'm going to flip it up to remind myself that I'm going to pop dot on this other edge. And I'm going to put
Penny,
two.
I thought we were going to have to make this twice, but I think you're doing such a great job, and it's so easy to understand that I think we're going to be good. So if you're just joining us while Penny's peeling off her pop dot
There we go.
things, we are making the envelope flap card that Val found online and made us a whole bunch of samples and then passed it on to Penny to implement for us. Oh, that's so amazing.
And then you can add some other embellishments and some, whatever you wanted to do. I can see stars being put on here.
Stars, you could add some twine or something.
Yep. But I
maybe
just
a
wanted
number. Maybe if they're,
Yep.
12 or 14, you put the number on there.
Yep. But I just wanted
that
to
is
show
amazing.
you how to do that. Then I'm going to show you one other thing.
Oh, yay.
Okay. And
And Penny, we
I
just
just
got a
love
message
this.
from Bunny, and she says that Memory Bound has the best staff. And
Aw,
I totally
Bunny,
agree.
you are so
We're
kind.
so lucky with all the people that work here and how we work together and stuff. So,
it's like
and,
family.
and Catherine said that you made it look easy, Penny.
Yay! That is my goal.
That's what we want.
That's my goal. So I still had my coffee paper out. Can't imagine that.
Well, craft a latte.
Yeah.
Cups are coming tomorrow.
Yep. So what I did was I went ahead and I cut my base out of the natural open stock, whatever you want to call it, that we use a lot. So that's 5.5 by 4.25. And then I went ahead and I used cardstock
Right.
for the whole, what they call the card. So 8 by 5.25. I scored it at 4. Then I thought, I can't write on this
Right.
once you open it up. So then I did a
Oh,
7.75 by 5.
so you just made it a little smaller.
Made it a little bit smaller so that when you open it up,
and that's
you'll have
scored
your
also.
place, and it's
So,
scored in half.
Penny, Angie wants to know if you were a teacher because you're so good at it.
You can answer that question.
Well, yes, Penny was a teacher.
I was.
And lucky for us, she retired and then went back to the workforce at Memory Bound.
Yes. So I just folded it, stuck it down in there, didn't get it straight, so then I would have to take it back up and do it again. But for what I'm doing, I'm just going to show you that, okay? So that is that, and then I use the coffee bean that had the nice background
Oh, yes.
from the collection, and it's going to go on the end. Oh, and I got in a hurry, didn't I? No.
You're good.
Okay, I am good. So we folded this, and I want the beans to show. Take out the display. And I'm going to tape that one flap.
This is what kind of blew my mind. Somebody else said their mind was blown, and they're loving this, Penny, and people cannot wait to make it, and we're getting so many
So I
nice
hold it on the
compliments.
non-sticky side. I line it up. I fold it over. And then,
Ta-da!
so then I thought, well, I've got to have my little stopper thingy. So I grabbed the sticker and I powdered it, but first coffee. So then, again, I like just to do it this way so I know which
Okay,
end.
there's the tip right there. Flip it over exactly how it's going to go, because I could see having a problem.
Yep, I would do the wrong side.
And I think a lot of people are going to be making this card today. So thank you, Penny and Val.
Thank you, Val. I hope.
We'll have to tell Val anytime she has a card idea to let us know.
Yep, I told her I would be her voice anytime. Because, and you do, once you get started, and then it was like, why didn't I grab a coffee cup that I'd colored? That would have been so cute.
Yes, yes, it would have. Well, and this goes along with their craft a latte, which I
Yep.
love. And we still have a lot of our coffee items. We're
There
sold
we
out
go.
of the collection pack for the craft a latte, but it's coming back, and it's an Iowa company. Jan said this card is a winner.
It is a
That's
winner.
so cute. You make it look easy, Penny.
Well, it really is. Once you understand what everything means, and how to do it, what I would call the easy way, then you're golden. You're going to have 10 of these made before lunch.
All right.
The biggest decision is deciding which piece to use, which colors to use.
Which color. It's just another fun card technique.
It
and
is.
a lot of our viewers are card makers. So I think anytime we can show you something new and different, it's fun. And I hope that you guys try it today. And we just want to let you know that we are checking in the new 49 in Market. And we are going to have a special on it that we will post here on Facebook. If you purchase, I guess I'll just go ahead and say it, but I don't have it to show. I think we'll do a short video later.
Okay.
But there's going to be a free item with purchase on the 49 in Market.
It's
so.
a shopping day.
It is. Okay, Wendy Jean has a question about would you put a sentiment on the front? And
You could do both because
Yeah.
I could see like another sticker down here. You could put another sentiment up here. I mean,
yeah, you could
it's a
stamp
blank
something. You
canvas
could do
for whatever
what you'd
you
do
wanna
on other
do.
cards.
yeah, absolutely.
So I think a lot of people, okay, and 2 people mentioned this, and I really want to say this because I love it. Somebody earlier, and then Julie just mentioned it. Penny, you could put this on your scrapbook layout. So
Absolutely.
if you put this on your layout and you could open it up and have photos
Yes.
or journaling or memorabilia. So that is a wonderful idea, and I absolutely love it. And Janet just mentioned she's working on a card kit with the kaleidoscope. So we will also have a card kit coming. So, there's so many exciting things happening at Memory Bound.
I forgot to put it on the base.
Oh, Penny's got to finish it. It looked good not being on the base.
I know,
but-
right? But then you would see this on the backside. It's like,
Like, whoa.
I don't think so.
Oh my gosh.
That's too funny. All right, and it looks great on the craft.
It does. That craft paper was really good with the coffee things.
There we go.
Everything
now I
looks
feel
good on craft.
complete.
All right, now we can go. Now we can say goodbye to everybody. Hey, guys, thanks for joining us today. Penny, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
And thank you, Val.
Thank you, Val.
For the idea, and thank you to all of our viewers. We so appreciate all your support, and I hope you have a wonderful crafty day. And we will pop on a little bit later and show you the kaleidoscope and tell you about the free offer that we have going on with that. So we will be back tomorrow, and we don't have our sheet here, but
No,
I
we
wonder
don't.
if Peggy might be here tomorrow.
Tomorrow is Thursday.
It's
isn't it?
Thursday. It's likely Peggy. We're not sure, but
Pretty sure that's what I saw yesterday.
oh, Chris says
Yeah.
it's Peggy, and she's on
Is
the
that
ball.
the page?
I'll go look.
And
I think
Diane's
it's a
gonna.
card kit into a page.
Okay, and
If that's
Penny,
tomorrow.
Diane is going to try your vacuum tip
Yeah, let
For-
me know.
to see if she can find her leaf die. So Diane, you have to let us know if you find it.
Yes.
And we will post that if you can find it. We'd love to know. Oh, and it is Peggy.
It is Peggy Day.
Is it card kit to
page
layout?
layout?
Chris seems to
There
know
was
about.
something about layouts on there. I just
Okay.
saw Peggy.
All right.
And-
Well, we know
Yeah.
Peggy's here tomorrow.
Well, and I
So-
challenged her. I challenged Peggy to do a 2-page layout.
Oh, well, we'll see what, it's always amazing when Peggy comes in. So we'll
It is.
we'll see what she does, and everybody have a wonderful crafty day, and we will see you soon.